Blood are going to go one-on-one with the Howletts in a tables match.
And we know what the stipulation is. There's 3 matches that Major Basin, the president of the NWL, gave the Howletts to try to beat the Royal Blood to get their contracts. This is match 2, and I think this is going to be it for them.
Here come the Howletts attacking the Royal Blood. Oh, and a punch right to the face. I thought they hit right in the bridge of the nose. And Jax Royal just got powerbombed through the tables. They're going for double super kicks and sends him crashing through a table. It's over. He shoves him off, and there it is.
No, that was Lionel Helen. He moved Mark out of the way, and Lionel went through it. You can't put the same guy through twice.
Marco in the best of 3 series, and the match is over. Royal Blood have won.
That is 2 out of 3 matches. I get to pick the stipulation for the 3rd match, and it will be a ladder match.
What? A ladder match?
Saturday night we get our chance to finally end the Howletts once and for all.
The fact is that we have 1 more shot to get our jobs back in the NWL.
Their little contracts, their little livelihood dangling at our fingertips for us to take. We beat them twice, we're gonna beat them again.
From hell or high water, no matter what happens, I promise you, you will have to kill me in that ring. You will have to kill us in that ring for us to not walk away with a victory.
Guess what, Howletts? You think the table match was hard? On Saturday night, we're ready to risk it all, everything. But bring your A game, we're bringing ours.
Major Basin, the NWL ends next week!
KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? What you screaming out? What you talking about? What you screaming about? Fight KC, everybody say, fight KC, come on, come on. Fight KC, what you screaming out? Fight KC, what you talking about? Fight KC, come on, come on. Fight KC. Fight KC, what you talking about? Fight KC.
Ben, I could not be more excited about tonight's main event if I tried. The Howletts have one last chance at getting their jobs back.
That's right, I'm Ben Miller, this is Marti Belle, and we've got another hour of professional wrestling ahead for all you fans at home. Marti, first match that I want to talk about is yours. Marti Belle taking on Lynn. Let's see if Marti can extract some revenge against the girl of the Howletts.
I've been waiting about this for a very long time. Following that, we have an I-70 series match where Jay Lutz takes on the monarch, Jeremy Wyatt.
That's right, and then in a big tag team matchup, we have STL Kansas City champions Draper and Todd Letterman going against Maverick and Meeks.
And our main event of the evening, the Howletts take on the Royal Blood in our first ever ladder match.
That's right, Marti, let's get down to ringside and check you out taking on Lynn.
Introducing first.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League Kansas City. And we've got a ladies match for everybody watching at home. Lynn, representing the Howletts, and there she is going to take on our very own Marti Belle.
We're looking at one tough lady right there in Lynn. This woman has, she's looking for her time. Her time's now.
From Portland, Oregon,
Lynn kind of exploding onto the scene here in the last couple of weeks, but she attacked Marti Belle at the behest of the Howletts. And speaking of Marti Belle, here comes the crowd favorite here in the Scottish Rite Temple, and listen to that ovation for Marti Belle.
and her opponent from New York City, Dominican Dynamite, Marti Belle.
Wow, they love her here in the Scottish Rite Temple. I mean, what's not to love? Marti Belle. Everybody loves Marti Belle. Even you, Christopher, you gotta love Marti Belle.
Listen, Marti Belle is okay. I'll give you that. But here's the deal. This match is solely a creation of Major Basin. All these months, he's been ignoring people like Amber Lynn. And she finally decides this is the way I'm going to get my shot here in the NWL. The Howletts smart enough to get a tough woman like Amber Lynn on their side.
The NWL is brought to you by Flying Monkey Beer, doing things that are fun with people who are cool since 1996. And by the Windy Wine Company, fun wines, good times.
Whips Marti Belle off the ropes, lands a big foot right to the face. Another 2 count. These women are going back and forth here, neither one giving an inch to the other. They want to beat each other senseless here in front of these great fans at the Scottish Rite Temple.
These ladies came to fight, that is for sure. Amber Lynn, it's months worth of frustration here being passed over. We've seen Amber Lynn, as a ring girl. We've seen her ringing the bell. We've seen her doing just about anything, but not getting her opportunity. That's what she claims, and that's why she's taking it out here on Marti Belle. And man, she came to fight. Amber Lynn, we've seen Amber Lynn do some very impressive things in the ring. If you've ever seen Amber Lynn in the, if you follow her on Instagram, you see any of those things, you follow her in the gym, you know that this woman is dedicated to her craft. She is a very, very tough young lady.
It looks like she might be locking in a very modified dragon sleeper here, and she's forearming Marti Belle right across the chest. Hard forearm strikes right across the exposed chest of Marti Belle, and back kicks her, almost mule kicks her right in the face. Going for another cover here, only gets a 2 count.
What a genius job done by the Howletts to find somebody like Amber Lynn to take out their frustrations on somebody like Marti Belle. Marti Belle, no secret, her love lost for the Howletts. Didn't do, I think, a very professional job in any of their interviews, and they found a way to take care of that. These Howletts, those guys are smart.
Howletts want to eliminate all their problems. They want to take care of all their business so that they can run the NWL like they want to. And we'll see later tonight if they're actually able to keep their jobs here, if they get those contracts suspended high above the ring in the ladder match.
I got to be honest, I have a bad feeling about what might happen in that ladder match. These things have really been escalated here in the NWL, and somebody could get seriously hurt.
Frustration on the face of Amber Lynn, how she was hoping to put away Marti Belle. It seems like she can't figure out what it's going to take to put Marti Belle away. Maybe this is it. Has her up in a fireman's carry. Marti Belle slips through and clotheslines her down to the mat, and both women are down here.
The one thing, Marti Belle, she's a broadcaster, she's a beautiful woman, and a lot of folks discount the fact that she is an incredible professional wrestler, very, very tough woman in her own right. It's sometimes hard to believe that they could all be in the same package. There you go. So yes, I did give a compliment to Marti Belle.
Oh, clothesline. Not make that 2, and a spinning discus form connects right with the face of Amber Lynn. This could be it here too. No, Amber Lynn kicks out just in the nick of time. Marti Belle with a series of offense. I thought that could have been it, that spinning forearm.
Well, we have seen Marti Belle put away people with less than that. Just goes to show you how tough Amber Lynn is. And talk about the women's division here in the NWL, getting stronger every single day with folks like Mia Yim, folks like Amanda Cole, and these 2 ladies as well.
That's right. It looked like she could have been. Now the women are colliding here. They're just.
The referee's got used to this. Is just turned into a street fight.
Referee
trying to break them up. Oh, nope, that's
who hit it.
You know what? That's got it. Yep, he's signaling for the bell.
That's got to be a double DQ that these women have for each other have spilled over. It's a double disqualification. The referee called for the bell.
Listen, that's not a very popular decision, but that's the only decision he could make. You can't put your hands on the referee. Both ladies shoving him down. He probably couldn't tell which one did it. Double DQ. It's an unpopular decision, but it's the right.
Oh, now the fight's not over as they go to the back.
Unbelievable. I don't even know what to say after watching that match between you and Amber Lynn. What was the referee thinking, and more importantly, what are you thinking?
All I've got to say is that this is not the end between Marti and Amber Lynn. She's a Howlett, and we know the Howletts don't just go away. And well, speaking of the Howletts have one last chance tonight to get their jobs back. Make sure you stick around and watch our main event, as it is our first ever ladder match.
That's right, and that's tonight, later on tonight. More importantly, Marti, let's get to the I-70 Series matchup, as we're gonna watch Jay Lutz try to pick up a victory for St. Louis when he goes one-on-one with the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt. Let's get down to ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NWL KC.
Welcome, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League. I'm Ben Miller, sitting here with Christopher Fulton. And Christopher, we're starting off with an I-70 Series matchup between the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt, representing Kansas City, and Jay Lutz, representing St. Louis.
This should be an absolutely phenomenal matchup with the Wyatt taking on the Drunk.
Oh, he's not drunk. He's been sober for a couple weeks now. Jay Lutz is known as a ballroom fighter, but I guarantee you he's going to put up one heck of a fight here tonight against Jay Lutz. Jeremy Wyatt.
Maybe you're drunk.
I haven't had anything to drink in a while myself, but one thing's for sure, Jeremy Wyatt claims he is the king of Kansas City wrestling, and he is going to try to prove it tonight against Jay Lutz.
Well, certainly these two respective men are two folks that definitely have their cities back. They are known for being the tops in their cities and have been for a long time. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Having a few choice words with the referee, making the referee take off his robe. That's good. Michael Strider not out there with him this evening. Put that referee to some good use. Well, where is Jay Lutz? You see, he is probably drunk. He hasn't come out of the curtain yet. Oh, there he is. Finally finds his way out.
Jay Lutz, always excited to enter the squared circle here in the NWL, usually in St. Louis, but now he makes his debut here in Kansas City, and he is looking to pick up a much-needed victory for Fight STL.
The Fight STL has sort of been on the rally as of late, doing pretty well. Jay Lutz looking forward to bringing home another victory. But he's got a tough task tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this match is part of the I-70 Series, where Kansas City leads 11-8. Introducing first, weighing in at 192 pounds, from Kansas City, he is the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt. And his opponent, weighing in at 175 pounds, the Hellraiser from Hanover, Massachusetts, he is Jay Lutz.
The introductions have been made, and we are ready for this I-70 Series clash. I would have to think that the advantage would go to Jeremy Wyatt here in his home court, so to speak, of the Scottish Rite Temple. But the fans are going to be torn during this match. They love Jay Lutz, but he's also representing St. Louis. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic going into the first part of this matchup.
The NWL is brought to you by X1051 is Kansas City's alternative. More music, less talk, all day. Listen for 105-minute non-stop X blocks at 8 a.m., noon, and 4 p.m. And by Up Down, Kansas City's arcade bar.
Jay Lutz, I would go for cover on Jay Lutz right now. Perhaps Wyatt thinking that he's just not quite ready for that coronation pile driver, or maybe he's signaling for it right now.
Could very well be signaling for it. What an opening contest so far here on 38th The Spot. An all-important I-70 Series matchup. And like you said at the beginning, Team Fight STL have been crawling back. They've been scratching and clawing, trying to collect victories here and there where they can get them in order to even the score against Fight KC. And Jay Lutz is looking to go across the ice back home to St. Louis with a win here tonight.
You know, I'm watching 38th The Spot. You know, they have Two Broke Girls. That show is on this channel. You can see it an awful lot before our broadcast. And I was watching an episode where one of the girls was dating a guy who lived in the dumpster. Did you know that character was based off of Jay Lutz?
Come on,
That's true. That's really true. Yes, it is.
Jay Lutz does not live in a dumpster. He may make his home wherever his head lays, but it's definitely not in a dumpster. And it looked like he might have been going for one of those tope suicidas, and he lands it right through the turnbuckle, the second and third turnbuckle, and just drove his head right into the chest of Jeremy Wyatt.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. You're never safe if you're anywhere near Jay Lutz. That was incredible. He's got Wyatt reeling right now.
Oh, hard knife edge chop to the chest. That's the kind of maneuvers Jay Lutz is going to have to execute a lot more of. Low cross body block.
Is that a basement cross body?
Absolutely, basement cross body block. Nice call, Chris.
It's Christopher.
Rolls him up, going for a, I think he had a handful of tights there.
Hard to tell from our vantage point, but I don't think Jeremy Wyatt is going to need a handful of tights to beat Jay Lutz.
You never know. He doesn't have his insurance, known as the devil himself, Michael Strider, out there with him. Wyatt desperately, hard boot to the face by Jay Lutz. Jay Lutz going up to the second rope and does that swinging flatliner, going for a cover. 2, oh, so close. Jay Lutz almost picking up a victory here over the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt. Lutz really trying to get the crowd behind him again. The crowd is going to be so conflicted. They want to see the Monarch fall, but maybe not to a St. Louis guy. Jay Lutz is going to stay on the attack here, trying to pick up a victory.
Well, it just shows you how dumb these fans are. Why wouldn't you cheer for a guy like Jeremy Wyatt? The guy dedicates himself to being a better wrestler over and over again, and has done that for over a decade now. Why wouldn't you be a fan of this guy?
Trying to go for that double, that stomp on the head. He misses it. Wyatt has him up in a fireman's carry, spins him out into that face buster, ace crusher combination, and drills him right on top of his head. This should be it. 1, 2, no! Jay Lutz kicks out just in the nick of time. What a combo by the Monarch.
That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Talking about a high threshold of pain. Talking about a guy who can fight when he's probably knocked out right now. Just those instincts. And that only comes from being in a lot of wrestling matches, a lot of barroom brawls. And that's exactly that's what makes him so dangerous. I wouldn't count this guy out right now, even if he looks like he's on Dream Street.
Looks like he might be going for that coronation pile driver if he lands it. Oh, Jay Lutz kicks him right in the face. Hard forearm strike. Jeremy Wyatt answers with one of his own. Lutz is still in this fight. Those forearm strikes have a lot of zing, a lot of pepper behind him. And the Monarch is reeling. Listen to these shots landing off his face. Oh, Monarch connects with a combination of his own. Jay Lutz ducks a strike, kicks the leg out from underneath the Monarch, and there's a forearm blow. That could have knocked him out too. No, so close. Jeremy Wyatt gets the right shoulder up. What a shot by Jay Lutz.
Wyatt's not going to be able to take too many more shots like that. Boy, that really, you see his head snap back from the impact of that particular shot.
Really rattled the Monarch here. The Monarch looks like he's having trouble getting up. He's using the ropes for assistance, and that could mean Jay Lutz could pick up a victory very shortly. Skins the gap between the second rope. The Monarch showing once again great agility heading to the top rope. Look at, he's so agile. Oh, modified right GTS there. Right to the face. Jay Lutz going into the corner. Rolls him out of the corner, picks him up. Oh my God, the coronation pile driver out of nowhere. Covered 1, 2, 3. Nobody gets up from that. And Jeremy Wyatt picks up a victory for Fight KC in this I-70 series match.
With Michael Strider or without him, Jeremy Wyatt, a very, very dangerous individual. And he shows you just why he is so dangerous. Why they call him the King of KC. Jeremy Wyatt, another victory for Fight KC.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that Kansas City picked up another victory over St. Louis. Jeremy Wyatt just pinned Jay Lutz. I don't know if St. Louis can come back from it.
Well, you know, since we're talking about St. Louis and Kansas City, our next match puts the Kansas City champion and the St. Louis champion on the same team. And they're taking on probably their biggest rivals in both cities. Maverick and Blaine have not been on the same page, but
Not at all.
let's head down to the locker room and see what Blaine had to say to Maverick.
Maverick, where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. Look, I know that you don't like me. I'm not wild about you. And what happened last week was last week. Whether I should have won, whether that you did beat me, it doesn't matter. That's last week. It's water under the bridge. I'm worried about this week. I'm worried about our tag match against Draper and Todd Letterman. Kansas City champion and the St. Louis champion. And yeah, on paper, they're the two best guys in the company, but that is on paper. You know, you and me, we're a lot alike. We're the same guy in different cities. Now, I'm not saying we have to be Batman and Robin or Cap and Bucky, but at the very least, can we be Cyclops and Wolverine? You got my back out there?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following
Welcome back,
match
wrestling
is a
fans, to the
tag team
NWL
contest scheduled for one
KC.
fall.
Our next matchup is a
Introducing
tag
first.
team match. Draper and Todd Letterman, the champions of Fight STL, Fight KC, are going to team up, and maybe some would say an unlikely duo against this man, Maverick, the Raging Bull, and his tag team partner, Meeks.
It'll be interesting to see if either one of these two teams can coexist.
Weighing in at 240 pounds, from Georgetown, Texas, the son of Texas, he is the Raging Bull, Maverick.
Maverick,
It was just a few weeks ago that Maverick and Meeks, his tag team partner, went toe-to-toe, and they beat the living heck out of each other.
they absolutely did. That's why I'm very interested to see how this team is going to coexist. Might be a little more tension between these two than between the two champions.
What is Blaine Meeks doing? He's going backstage.
Box?
Happy about this box that he's holding. What's in the box?
Are you quoting 7 there for me?
Weighing
I
in
know
at
that movie. It's a good one.
195 pounds,
Hope
from
it's not
Austin,
good when it count those
Texas,
heads.
he is Captain KC, Blaine Meeks.
KC parading this box around ringside. I'm interested to see what's in it. He's telling one of our assistants to hold on to the box and shakes her hand. Blaine Meeks looking in great spirits tonight. Unlike, I mean, honestly, last time he seemed a little down. Last time we saw Blaine Meeks, kind of on a losing streak. Now maybe he can make things up in this tag team match with his unlikely partner, Maverick.
Well, the one thing that he has going for him is the fact that Maverick hates Todd Letterman. With the Raging Bull hating anybody, it's going to be good for you if he's on his.
There he is, NWL STL's champion, grading and defending the 5-star phenom, Todd Letterman.
I don't know if anybody that has an answer for Todd Letterman. This guy impresses me more and more every single week. That's some choice words from Maverick.
And their first opponent, weighing in at 348 pounds, from Afton, St. Louis, Missouri, the NWL STL champion, Todd Letterman.
Letterman not entering the ring yet. He may be waiting for his tag team partner, and here he comes now, the Mile High Magnum NWL KC champion, Dakota Draper. Cocky.
Convinced.
Wow, look at that. The pyrotechnics go off, and Draper always making his presence felt here in the Scottish Rite
And his
Temple.
partner, weighing in at 240 pounds, from the jewel of the Black River, the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, he is the NWL KC champion, the Mile High Magnum, Draper.
coming out unusually fired up this evening. Could be this capacity crowd here in the Scottish Rite Temple really getting under the skin of the Mile High Magnum tonight, but he looks especially irritated for some reason this evening.
Well, I would be irritated too. Nobody has done more for wrestling in Kansas City than Dak Draper, and these fans are just all over. They certainly don't appreciate what a great champion we have, and I don't blame him for being upset. You see the billboard there for X1051. I listen to Sean Quinn every single morning. I'm sure he should too.
Appreciates your support.
Well, you know, when I like something, it seems to be a trend, and many people start to follow, so he should definitely follow.
X1051, definitely a great partner here for us in the National Wrestling League. What a great sign. Did you see that?
Boy, how long did it take? How long did it take him to come up with that? I bet they were sitting at home all week for that.
That was an amazing sign here. I love our fans here in Kansas City, always coming up with the best signs and swinging their underwear around, annoying the heck out of Dak Draper, which makes me chuckle, quite frankly. And once again, it's Maverick and his foe, if you will, Letterman, going head-to-head in the ring here. Still have not seen much of Dak Draper or Blaine Meeks in this matchup, especially going toe-to-toe, and I'm sure that's just the way Dak Draper likes it.
Why would Dak Draper, the Kansas City champion, want to be in there too much with either one of those guys? He's being a smart champion. That's what being smart is all about.
Oh, driving the knee right into the bicep and elbow of Maverick, trying to take one of those big tree trunk-like arms away from Maverick so he can't hit that devastating lariat. I mean, let's be honest about it. That's what took Blaine Meeks out last time.
Guys throws some great punches, some great lariats, like you said. If you take that away from him, yeah, that just takes away one of many things in his arsenal. There's so many other things you got to really worry about. His breath, mostly.
Oh! Nice arm drag takedown by the Mile High Magnum, continuing to work on that left arm, bicep, and shoulder of Maverick. Dak Draper has a game plan, and he is fired up tonight.
Very simple, straightforward game plan here from Todd Letterman and Dak Draper. Let's find a body part. We're going to work on that, and we're going to hurt this guy.
I would have to say, as you pointed out earlier, Christopher, it seems like Dak Draper and Todd Letterman are working better as a team right now than Maverick and Blaine Meeks, and that does not bode well for the team of Meeks and Maverick.
Well, Maverick can only think about getting his hands on Todd Letterman, and Blaine Meeks can only think about getting his hands on Dak Draper. They're not concerned about this tag match per se, in my opinion. The two champions know that a victory is a victory no matter who it's against. And they're showing it right now.
Oh! Runs into that big boot of the Mile High Magnum. Dak Draper quick tags in and out here by the champions facing their stiffest challengers. And now picks him up high. What impressive strength. Drops him in a belly-to-back suplex. Going for a cover here. Forearm across the bridge of the nose. Only gets a 2 count. I got to encourage all the fans to stay tuned for our main event this evening, which is the Royal Blood versus the Howletts in our first ever ladder match with the Howletts contracts hanging high above the ring. You're not going to want to miss that. Do not skip that match. That match is going to be a barn burner.
Well, I would just skip any match here in the NWL, Miller. Come on. They're all fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, what fantastic teamwork here from Todd Letterman and Dak Draper. These guys are...
You see that? He put the L on his head that, like, Maverick's a loser.
He's certainly not winning right now, is he?
Now switches it around, and the head of Todd Letterman gets slammed into that boot of the Mile High Magnum. And Letterman got wobbled by that blind tag in by the Mile High Magnum, and they do not want him to tag in Blaine Meeks. Maverick kicks off. Oh, there it is. There's the tag. There's the tag to Blaine Meeks. Blaine Meeks with double knees to the face of Letterman and a clothesline for the Mile High Magnum. It looks like Blaine Meeks is on a roll here. The fresh man is in the ring. Tries to do a high cross body off that second rope. The Mile High Magnum catches him, switches him up into a fireman's carry position. Blaine Meeks lands comic mischief. That could be it.
Right here.
Cover 1, 2, no! Almost a 3 count. but Todd Letterman broke it up after Comic Mischief out of nowhere connects with the Mile High Magnum.
Always aware of where things are in the ring. Todd Letterman, Maverick back in. All 4 men in the ring now.
All 4 men in the ring. Maverick, I don't know what Letterman had planned for Meeks, but now look at Maverick. Maverick with a spine buster and floats over and starts landing those right hands.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. He should have gone for the pinfall right there. Maybe they're not the legal man. What is Blaine Meeks doing?
Blaine Meeks pulled something out of that box. What?
You guys are going to get...
Letterman and Maverick are fighting. That's a cape. That's a cape, Captain KC.
He really thinks he's a superhero. He's lost his mind.
He just pulled a cape out of that box and he's heading to the top rope. And Captain KC flies with a crossbody. 2, 3.
Wow,
he just pinned the heavyweight champion.
Is that even legal? To put out a cape in the middle of a match? Can you do that?
I don't think I've ever seen that before in my life. Captain KC put on a cape, flew high above the ring, and just pinned the Mile High Magnum, Draper.
Did you see that? Super Meeks to the rescue. I am so excited. Super Meeks has never flown as high as he did once he put that cape on.
Marty, you know I'm a fan of Blaine Meeks. I've told him in interviews I'm a fan of his, but the cape, just a little much. It was a little ridiculous, let's be honest about it.
I don't think so. I think it was perfect. He is Captain KC, and tonight, picking up that victory versus Dak, he proved that. But you know what? Let's talk about the moment we've all been waiting for. The Howletts' career literally is hanging over their heads as they try to pick up a victory in this ladder match.
It's going to be, it has to be, the biggest main event we've ever had on NWL here on 38th The Spot. I cannot wait to see who comes out on top. I'm going for the Royal Blood.
Royal Blood all the way. Let's get down to the ring.
The Royal Blood are going to go one-on-one with the Howletts in a tables match.
And we know what the stipulation is. There's 3 matches that Major Basin, the president of the NWL, gave the Howletts to try to beat the Royal Blood to get their contracts. This is match 2, and I think this is going to be it for them.
Here come the Howletts attacking the Royal Blood. Oh, and a punch right to the face. I thought they hit right the bridge of the nose. And Jax Royal just got powerbombed through the table. They're going for a double super kick and sends him crashing through a table. It's over. He shoves him off, and there it is.
No, that was Lionel Helen. He moved Mark out of the way, and Lionel went through it. You can't put the same guy through twice. Marco!
In the best of 3 series, and the match is over. Royal Blood have won.
That is 2 out of 3 matches. I get to pick the stipulation for the 3rd match, and it will be a ladder match.
What? A ladder match?
Saturday night we get our chance to finally end the Howletts once and for all.
The fact is that we have one more shot to get our jobs back in the NWL.
Their little contracts, their little livelihood dangling at our fingertips for us to take. We beat them twice, we're gonna beat them again.
From hell or high water, no matter what happens, I promise you, you will have to kill me in that ring. You will have to kill us in that ring for us to not walk away with a victory.
Guess what, Howletts? You think the table match was hard? On Saturday night, we're ready to risk it all, everything. But bring your A game, we're bringing ours.
Major Basin, the NWL ends next week!
Introducing first.
And you heard it from our ring announcer, this match couldn't have higher stakes on it than what it does now. Those men right now coming out, Marco and Leo Howlett, are going to fight for their very existence here tonight. If they can't get those contracts, they're gone from the NWL.
You ever taken a stray dog and backed him into a corner we've seen how they react, how they fight, how vicious they are. That's exactly what Major Bass has done.
We got the flips, we got the kicks, we got the sauce, we got the juice, telling the truth.
Here they come, their opponents for the evening, the Royal Blood. They have been entrenched in this war against the Howletts since the NWL has started, and they're looking to put it into it tonight by climbing that ladder and grabbing those contracts.
The war between the Royal Blood and the Howletts has just continued to escalate. From week 1, when the Howletts arrived on the scene, they were looking for the Royal Blood.
Imagine what this NWL is going to look like, what our future looks like if the Howletts remain in full.
Well, I think our futures look bright. It's one of the best tag teams in the entire world, and we're lucky to have them. Major Basin lets his personal feelings intersect with his business dealings.
Are you ready for your main event ladder match? Weighing in at a combined weight of 512 pounds, from Los Angeles, California, the Howletts. And their opponents, weighing in at a combined weight of 340 pounds, from Kansas City, they are Jets, the Royal Blood.
What an ovation from the capacity crowd here at the Scottish Rite Temple. Over 500 fans in attendance tonight, and it's all because of this match. It's all because of this moment. Those contracts hanging above the ring could mean the destiny of one of these great tag teams.
I got a bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling something really bad is going to happen to one of these teams. These matches are so dangerous.
Ladder match is one of the most feared matches in the history of our great sport, and we are underway as the Howletts start firing shots into Jax Royal, the Royal Blood, and 2 pump thrust kicks miss, 2 super kicks miss, and the Howletts stay on the offensive here at the opening moments of this ladder match. Looks like they're going to whip the Royal Blood into each other, do-si-do, and they try to land a couple clotheslines on the Howletts. Both teams not landing their big shots here in the opening moments of this contest. The Howletts seem to strike first, trying to maybe go for double cannonballs. Nope, they missed. The Royal Blood move out of the way, and 2 super kicks, and 2 pump thrust kicks, and both teams feeling the effects. They so evenly matched. Both teams have each other perfectly scouted for this contest. Ladder. Driving the Royal Jet Royal. Oh God, did you see that? Threw that ladder right into the face of Jet Royal.
These ladders are very, very dangerous weapons in this matchup. It's certainly taken its toll on all 4 men. Royals, though, however, really taking a beating.
Repeated shots to the face. Look, Lionel Howlett is sandwiching Jet Royal in the corner with the bottom of that ladder, and he's hoping that he's basically pinning Jet Royal into that turnbuckle, and maybe he can make a leap of faith and grab those contracts off that line.
Smart move, trying to keep one of them incapacitated, but it looks like he's going to meet him at the top now.
Well, it looks like Jax Royal is now climbing that ladder as his brother Jet is pinned at the bottom rung of that ladder. Jax Royal firing right hands into the head, and again, Leo Howlett taking a nasty spill from the 3rd rung of that ladder.
What's going on here?
Oh, can he jump
Jet Royal all the way at the top rope, on top of the ladder.
He must be 20.
No.
He must be 15
Don't
feet
do
high.
It.
What is
Don't
he
do
doing?
What I think you're going to do.
He's going to sacrifice everything to take out Leo Howlett as he drives an elbow right into the heart of Leo Howlett, 15 feet up off the top of that ladder.
Look at the impact that it had on Howlett's body, but look at the impact that it had on Jet's body as well. Man, he may have dislocated his shoulder with the impact falling all that way.
Crashing right down into the sternum of Leo Howlett. He might have hurt himself just as much as he hurt Leo Howlett here, who's going to set up those ladders and ascend to the top and grab those contracts first. It is right for the picking. It is anybody's game here in this ladder match.
The longer this match goes on, I don't know that anybody's going to be in a position to climb that ladder and get the contract. This match could go on until, for weeks.
Oh no, what is he? What are the Royal Blood doing here? Setting him up, could be landing a double suplex, and Leo's spine crashes down on that blue ladder, adding yet more impact, more injury to one half of the Howletts.
Both Howletts are down. This might be the opportunity.
What is Jet Royal doing?
He's
Could
heading
they
up.
be going for that combination 450 splash, shooting star press with Leo laying on that ladder? If they hit this match could be over. Shooting star press sandwiches Leo right on top of that ladder. Good gravy, both men feeling the impact of that shot.
Now what's this now? Going up to the top, is he going to finish it off?
Jax Royal climbing to the top rope if he hits this shooting star press. Oh my God, did you see that? He just cracked him in the head with that ladder. Oh, he's busted open. He is busted open. That ladder connected right with he could have a broken nose here. Unbelievable shot by Marco Howlett.
I thought Marco Howlett was out. He lulled us all into a sense that he was knocked out.
Just cracked Jax in the face with that ladder, and Jax is busted wide open as Jet rolls to the outside. I mean, he could be seriously injured here. That ladder shot connected right with his face, and this should be easy for the Howletts now. They're going to set up the ladder. They're going to grab those contracts. This match is over. This match is absolutely over. There's no way the Royal Blood could recover after a shot like that.
Nothing stopping Marco from getting up there all the way to the top. He's got the big ladder. Should be an easy grab. Looks like the Howletts are here to stay.
Nice shot by the Royal Blood. The Royal Blood had put up a valiant effort in trying to keep the Howletts. Wait,
they're both there.
Royal Blood are back up. Jet and Jax Royal have that ladder, and they just dump Marco, and Marco went crashing through that ladder to the outside. Oh my God! Unbelievable. Just when you thought this match was over, a bloody and beaten Royal Blood team just dumped Marco Howlett. He went crashing through that ladder that was set up on the outside.
Marco Howlett could be seriously injured. Look like there's nothing stopping the Royal Blood now from getting to the top of that ladder and ending the career of the Howletts here in the NWL.
You see the
Look at blood all over his face.
Jax Royal bloody and beaten.
What is this?
Who's that?
Who is that? Who is that?
That's Davey Gibson and Matthew Grundy.
That's the Blood Brothers. What are they doing here? They're not supposed to be here.
They just dumped the Royal Blood off that ladder and are putting the boots to the Royal Blood. What the hell are they doing here?
Listen, we know that these guys have had a professional rivalry for a long time now. Who's the best tag team in the world? But I didn't expect anything like this.
You have got to be kidding me. Matthew Grundy and Davey Gibson came in from the side door and have ambushed the Royal Blood. Unbelievable.
I've been here all day. I haven't seen these guys here. Have you? I didn't see them anywhere.
What are they doing now? Are you kidding me? Picking them both up. Last ride.
Wow.
Power bombs. Putting an exclamation point on this assault. Son of a gun. I can't believe what we're seeing here tonight.
Things just got very, very personal here with the Royal Blood and the Blood Brothers. This goes beyond the I-70 series. This goes beyond professional. Who's the best in the world? This is a definite slight to the other. Look at it. Look at the look on his face. Jax Royal completely busted open.
Why, Davey? Why, Matthew? Why? I don't understand why now the dang Howletts are ascending the ladder after the Royal Blood have been brutalized by the Blood Brothers. Dang it.
Absolutely nothing to stop Lionel. There he is. He's right next to that.
And Lionel Howlett grabbing the contracts, sealing the fate of the NWL. The Howletts are here to stay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
dang it.
your winners.
This match is over.
The newly reinstated Howletts.
I cannot believe what we've seen. The Howletts with the assistance Royal Blood Brothers are once again employed here in the NWL, and it makes me sick. It absolutely makes me sick.
Did the Howletts get a hold of the Blood Brothers? Is this some sort of collusion between the two of them? Or is it just the personal feelings that these Blood Brothers have for the Royal Blood? Who wants to be best? Lionel Howlett, newly reinstated. These guys are going to be free. They're going to be born in Major Baseball side for a long, long time.
Blood streaked down the face of Jack's Royal. Bodies have been broken. Alliances, possible alliances have been formed. But one thing's for sure, those dastardly Howletts live to fight another day here in the NWL, and quite frankly, it makes me sick. Hey!
If you thought these guys were motivated before, what are they going to do now? Who is going to stop the Howletts? We've seen them go to unbelievable lengths to stay here and to cause trouble in the NWL. Everybody be on notice. The Howletts are back.